Michael Bublé makes bold winner prediction on The Voice as he steals from Team Gwen, and she steals right back. Coaches Michael Bublé and Gwen Stefani put their steal buttons to good use on this week's episode of The Voice. After Team Gwen contestants Sloane Simon and Team Michael's Moore Ilderton were not selected in the battle round, they were each saved by the opposite coach, with Bublé snatching Simon for his own team and Stefani bringing Ilderton aboard hers on the Monday, October 21 episode. Simon, 20, sang Birds of a Feather by Billie Eilish with fellow contestant Sydney Sturlas, 15, in her battle round. Stefani, her coach, ultimately picked Sturlas, saying she was listening to a really weird voice inside of me. Simon didn't need to worry for long though, as Bublé, 49, and coaches Reba McEntire and Snoop Dogg also quickly hit their steal buttons to try and get Simon on their own teams. Ilderton and Vega, 18, teamed up on Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls, and Bublé said he changed his mind like 4 times before ultimately moving forward with Vega. I honestly picked Kiara because of her potential. She's got a great voice. She doesn't sound like any other girl, he said. I think that the music industry might not know that they're missing a piece of the puzzle, and that she's it. Though Bublé made a point of writing down his phone number and giving it to Ilderton, the singer didn't need it, as Stefani quickly nabbed him. I just got this feeling like, I know what to do with that guy, she said. My favorite thing about Moore's voice is it just has a unique, raspy, undone tone. When you hear music out there, his voice feels like what's happening right now in the world. The Voice airs Mondays and Tuesdays on NBC at 8 p.m. And episodes are available to stream on Peacock the next day. There are a few moments on reality TV shows that make fans sit on the edge of their seats, but every so often, a star power moment occurs that electrifies the screen. Such was the case when international crooner and jazz sensation Michael Bublé made a bold prediction about The Voice winner while executing a dramatic steal from Gwen Stefani's team during the knockout rounds. The episode had everything that makes The Voice a thrilling showcase of talent and fierce competition, unexpected twists, friendly rivalries, and of course, stellar performances. And in the midst of it all, Bublé managed to turn heads and make waves with both his tactical and musical instincts. The knockout rounds. A test of strategy, as The Voice fans know, the knockout rounds are a crucial stage of the competition. They test not only the vocal prowess of the contestants, but also the strategic acumen of the coaches. Each contestant must give their all, performing a solo song in front of their team and the celebrity coach. Meanwhile, the coaches must make the heart-wrenching decision of picking one artist to move forward while letting the other go unless, of course, the steal button comes into play. And this is where Bublé, serving as a guest mentor for Team Blake, seized his opportunity to make a splash. Bublé has long been admired for his ability to command the stage with charm and timeless vocal stylings, but his stint on The Voice showed a new side to the artist, a competitive edge sharpened by years in the industry. Bublé proved that he not only knows how to perform, but he also knows how to spot talent and play the game strategically. During the knockouts, that combination of foresight and vocal expertise took center stage. The performance that sparked the rivalry, it all started with an unforgettable knockout round performance by a contestant from Gwen Stefani's team, a powerhouse vocalist with a voice that could fill an arena. This singer, let's call her Jenna, had been a fan favorite from the beginning, wowing both the coaches and viewers with her range, control, and emotional depth. She delivered a stunning rendition of a classic soul ballad that left the audience in awe. As she hit the final high note, even Stefani couldn't help but look thrilled with her contestant's prowess, convinced she had a winning artist on her team. But that's when Michael Bublé stepped in. As soon as Stefani declared her decision to move forward with a different artist, perhaps hoping to save Jenna for a later steal, Bublé didn't hesitate. He slammed the steal button with such enthusiasm that the audience erupted into cheers, knowing full well that this was more than just a simple steal. Bublé was making a statement. He believed in Jenna's potential, and he wasn't afraid to let everyone know it. Bublé's bold winner prediction, what made the moment even more thrilling though, was what Bublé said next. With his signature mix of confidence and charisma, Bublé turned to Blake Shelton and declared, "I'm telling you right now, this is the winner of The Voice." The boldness of the prediction, especially so early in the competition, sent shockwaves through the studio. Bublé wasn't just talking about moving a contestant forward, he was making a claim that Jenna had what it took to win the entire season. The other coaches, including Blake Shelton and John Legend, couldn't help but react. Blake, a seasoned coach who's no stranger to competition, grinned at the audacity of the statement. Legend, always thoughtful and strategic, raised an eyebrow, clearly intrigued by Buble's conviction. And Gwen Stefani? She was visibly shaken by the move. Stefani had invested in Jenna's development, shaping her artistry from the blind auditions, so seeing her stolen away was no small loss. But more than that, Buble's prediction about Jenna being the season's winner was a challenge to her coaching abilities. Stefani wasn't going to let that slide easily. The sweet sound of retribution, Gwen's steal back in a twist that made the night even more dramatic. Gwen Stefani wasn't ready to concede defeat. Later in the episode, during another knockout round, Stefani saw her opportunity for payback when one of Buble's newly acquired contestants stumbled during their performance. The tension in the room was palpable, with every coach carefully weighing their options. And then, in a move that stunned everyone, Stefani hit her own steal button, reclaiming her contestant and sending a clear message to Buble. This competition is far from over. Her steal was met with wild applause, but it wasn't just the move itself that got people talking. It was her sly grin and playful remark, "I guess we're even now, Michael." It was all in good fun, of course, but beneath the light-hearted banter, there was a fierce undercurrent of rivalry. Stefani's determination to win had been reignited by Buble's earlier prediction, and now she was back in the game with a vengeance. The coaches' dynamic, friendships, and fierce rivalries. Part of what makes The Voice such a compelling show is the camaraderie and competition between the coaches. With stars like Blake Shelton, John Legend, Gwen Stefani, and Michael Bublé on the panel, there's a perfect blend of mutual respect, good-natured teasing, and fierce determination to win. This season, Buble's presence added an exciting new dynamic. His ability to recognize talent and make bold moves like his winner prediction kept everyone on their toes, and the back and forth between him and Stefani became a highlight of the season. Even though the rivalry was fierce, the mutual admiration between the two was evident. Both Stefani and Buble are perfectionists, dedicated to nurturing their contestants and pushing them to achieve their full potential. And while the stakes are high, both artists know that at the end of the day, it's the contestants who benefit from the experience, learning from some of the best in the business. What comes next? With Buble's bold prediction hanging in the air, the season of The Voice is set for an intense showdown. Fans are now watching Jenna's every move, wondering if Buble's words will prove prophetic. Will she rise to the occasion and claim the title of The Voice winner, or will one of the other contestants surprise everyone and snatch the victory? As for Gwen Stefani, she's clearly not backing down from the challenge. Her playful rivalry with Buble has only intensified her desire to take home the win this season, and she's sure to pull out all the stops to make that happen. Whether or not Michael Buble's prediction comes true, one thing is certain: the rest of this season of The Voice will be must-watch television. With powerhouse vocals, strategic steals, and fierce competition between the coaches, the stage is set for one of the most exciting finales yet. And through it all, Buble's bold winner-predicting moment will be remembered as one of the defining highlights of the season.